I'm not refusing.
You are.
I'm not.
Then stop.
Yes, you are. Put your hand behind your
Look,
back.
they're roughing me up.
Stop.
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Bitch, don't fucking play with me.
This
Because
is-
I know my fucking rights.
And the penal code you're
You
violating,
fucking crawling bitch.
penal code 118, which is making false
No,
declarations.
this fucking courthouse does so much
Making
fucking fraud.
false statements
When you're brown,
under
black, and
oath.
Asian, you got no fucking rights. Because these white trash run their ball game here.
Everyone sees it.
Everyone, be aware. This courtroom is a devil's playground. You're gonna suffer here.
Welcome to Project Nihilist, everyone. I haven't posted in a bit because I needed to take a break, but when I come across this video, I just had to share it with you. In the last year, this entire family has tailspun out of control. The son gets arrested for beating up a classmate. The mother gets arrested. The father gets arrested. They get evicted from their home, make fools out of themselves everywhere they go, courtrooms and school board meetings. And the best part is, they filmed it all and put it on YouTube for us. I hope you enjoy this misguided attempt to better understand the human condition.
My first constitutional right, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Okay, they say it's over.
I would like to comment about the bra, but you have to hear it. Okay.
No, you did not.
Wait.
You're just hearing his
Wait.
lies.
I want equality for those kids for the bra yesterday because that's not fair. No, because I punched that kid once and I shoved him once. These kids in the video were shoving.
I'm gonna put this on your website, on your school
So do
website.
they get the same
I'm gonna put these video of this meeting on your school website and let the whole public know how Moore Park handled it. You guys are racist. 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 Racist.
So Edwidge shows us both fights in an attempt to whataboutism. He thinks that because the kid he knocked silly didn't hit him back, that somehow that made it okay. Instead of trying to reason with the school board, they yell liar, racist, and irrelevancy so long that they just cancel the meeting. I'm sure it does feel like it's them against the world, but they bring all of this on themselves. The videos are like a half hour long of just the school board meeting. I'm going to play a couple minutes of this to show you how they don't think the rules apply to them and that their kids should be let off the hook just because and without accepting any responsibility at all.
You will be removed from this meeting if you continue to be disruptive.
Well, we can.
This is a hearing.
Then
We
you
have the
won't
right to
your
present our
meeting.
evidence.
You won't have your meeting.
You need to stop interrupting.
Because
Be
I request for
professional.
that meeting before
We're
this
professional
thing
right now.
happened.
You should do the same.
I request for that meeting since August.
Yes.
I request for a meeting with the board. So this
School
shit
board.
will not happen. Don't come here try to override when I'm
This is your last,
speaking.
I'm going to give you one last opportunity. If you are continue to be disruptive, I'm going to ask.
He's not
Guess
being
what?
disrupted. You are.
I
You're
have the right
rude.
to speak.
You're rude. Wait until it's your
You have
turn.
the right to speak when it is your turn.
It's my turn.
It is his turn.
Who was speaking right now? Who was
He's
the
trying
person
to
who's
power
gonna
of abuse
speak now?
right here because he's an attorney for them.
Mr. Mon-
There's no word for that.
You can't abuse your power here when we're obeying the law.
You try to
It's his
belittle
turn
me.
to speak.
I do not tolerate bullying.
Exactly.
What you guys have been doing is bullying my family.
No crime committed here. He's the one who committed the crime.
You guys should testify. You can present.
Excuse me, sir. Do you understand what happened to me and my family? We all got felonies here because of his false report. His false report. He could have got us killed. Even my grandson that's 9 months old was in the vehicle. They've been watching us for 6 days.
Yeah,
On a false report he fucking made.
Where did the school?
Here, we all have felonies
Watching.
because he made a false report.
We know this shit.
We obey the law. He didn't.
I'm suggesting that you testify.
With their fake warrant to search our house when he has his right to carry and
told you,
conceal?
we had to-
And they
we
knew
had to
over
do
10
this
years
first
ago
so I can
the
look
gun's
at
not in his
everything.
possession. That's straight up racism. And you guys are all allowing it. All of you guys, including you.
It's kind of crazy to me that I get all this. What charge?
Speak up, son. Speak up.
But the school fight. No, but I've been respectful throughout all those meetings that happened. The second meeting, I didn't interrupt. So may you please hear me out, because it's wrong.
Let's go back on the record.
But okay, real quick, it's a quick question.
No.
In a real statement.
Continue. Don't let him stop you.
Kids that fought that day.
One of the board members come up to him and tried to reason with him. They're more than happy to let him testify, but they won't let anyone else talk. Stay tuned. We got all these videos ahead. The father getting arrested, them getting pulled over, his side of the story, the mother's mental incompetency evaluation.
Miss Kate was there at the school fight, right, Miss? There was about 13 in total kids fighting, throwing punches. I saw that you detained them, but I heard from other people that they never got arrested or were charged for any felonies or any of
Oh,
that.
spend 8 days. Oh, spend 8 days.
The video's there
on the
too, and we
video.
have it too as well.
That's not how we're going to handle this.
Well,
Okay,
you're not obeying the law.
Okay.
You cannot run from the truth. And this is what happened to me and my family
Then we
because
need-
of his false report.
Then we need to go to court.
Yes, take it. Let's take it to the higher court.
Once again, this is an expulsion.
Again, look, we brought our rights
like-
here,
like I
our
said,
whole evidence
you can-
on the video, on the computer.
You do not have any right or privilege.
Let the record
You do not
reflect.
have, let the
Mr.
record know this is
Mondesir
Edward's going
is
to
disrupting this meeting.
Yup.
And let's say.
Tell it
you do
like
not
it is,
have any right
what really
to
happened here.
request for
You better shut your white mouth.
expulsion or proceed with expulsion. You did not follow the law. And since
California law.
I'm gonna read.
Read it.
I'm gonna represent
This
my
is your
kids, then
last
you can do it
opportunity,
after.
Mr. Mondesir. This is your last opportunity. You will be.
I do
removed.
not care what opportunity
You
are
have,
talking about.
'cause you're not obeying the law.
This is my family's life. This
You
is my
destroyed.
family's life. You trying to
You caused
destroy.
trauma.
This is my family life. You must kill my kids. These assholes with their gun wanna pull out
Abuse their
the
power.
gun.
And they're recorded, by the way. Moore Park Sheriff.
So, who did you
Because
who
of
did you not define the
Baku,
word
Kate,
95?
and Glasscock. These are the three main ones that need to pay for what they've done.
I'm requesting that.
They all framed us. He made the false report. She and him and Glasscock frame us and
bullshit.
Moore Park
Let's go.
Sheriff.
Let's go.
By the way, you guys are all going to be sued and you're going to...
We know it wasn't a false report. This dummy showed us the video of him assaulting a student. Anyway, let's get into the original video that I listened to before I fell down this rabbit hole.
Hello, good evening, everybody. My name is Edwidge Miranda Mondesir, and I have a lot to discuss with you guys today and about the incident that happened on the 8th of April. So today, let's get into what I did today. Today, I went to the federal courthouse. I submitted a motion to submit evidence. Sorry about that, AC. I submitted a motion to submit evidence into federal court record and request for a review for me and my family. And not just that, I also filed a motion for my father, who's locked up illegally in state jail in Todd Road. I submitted a motion for emergency for immediate release or transfer from lawful state custody. So this was granted.
Freaking idiot.
This is granted by the United States District Court.
No, it's not granted, dummy. That's a file stamp, meaning that you filed it with a clerk and they received it. And I'm sure if we read it, it's full of utter nonsense. You're probably in the wrong jurisdiction. That's not how you introduce evidence, and you'd need multiple motions because you're talking about multiple cases.
This is what it looks like. This is the other motion as well. So we had submitted evidence now, and we just wait until the federal proceeds and sets up a court date for us.
I'm going to cut some stuff out. This video is like an hour long, and I'm going to stick to the relevant stuff. I'll leave a link to the channel if you want to go check it out for yourself.
Anyways, my mom was notified by John Taylor that she has court in courtroom 14 at 8:30 a.m.
This Taylor guy was appointed to represent her for her mental competency evaluation. They treat him like shit, demand he does all this silly stuff. They record him and his phone calls, lie and says he ignored them, post screenshots of his call logs, emails, and text messages, and they vent to this guy like he's their court-appointed therapist.
Would you like me to make sure that the judge doesn't issue a warrant?
You said I have a warrant.
No, you don't.
Okay, so you're lying to me again?
It's recorded.
I was just up there right now, and I made it so that
But
this
you
did not
told me I
happen.
have a bench warrant. So did they. Over 3-4 hours, and I keep going to the window. They said I don't.
You don't.
Miss Miranda, right?
Yes, we're here again.
Yeah, what can we help you with?
Yeah, well, my lawyer's doing fraud, and he doesn't let me submit my evidence, and he's lying to me about my court hearing today.
They recorded that interaction for us too, and don't realize that they're the ones making themselves look like fools. We'll get into why she thought she had a bench warrant in a minute, and take a wild guess of whose fault that one was.
Now, okay, put me on calendar because they say I have a bench warrant. Go check.
I don't see anything in that.
No, check in the system. They said I have a bench warrant.
Before I call security.
Go ahead, call security, but I'm asking you my rights.
She's calm.
This is my rights.
She's calm.
To ask. This is my
They
rights.
just made an excuse because they want to call them.
So why you guys are lying to me?
Yeah, I'm your attorney. I don't.
You're
know
not
what
my
they're
attorney
telling
because you're not obeying
This
the
from-
law to legally represent me as your client.
you. So, do you want me to keep the bench warrant from being
I'm
issued
going to
tomorrow?
federal courthouse. You guys have no jurisdiction over this.
We ain't doing nothing wrong, and you ain't got no jurisdiction up here.
How about you give
This
them...
case no more.
Yeah, Mom,
This
listen.
is federal,
If you work with me,
federal
I can
case
keep the warrant
now.
from being issued.
Okay.
If you
Sir,
work with
you're
me, it's gonna
allowing
happen.
them to
Listen.
file a fraudulently case on my behalf when you know it's fraud by Ashley Susan.
She never
Okay?
met her.
Olivia Hutton's doing fraud. Did you know I have her on recording?
I just
And
need
I
you
can
to
send
listen.
her to jail? That's what I'm telling you, sir.
Let 'em do-
I know my rights.
Let them know
trying to
this
help
one
you.
thing.
Yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
we gave them a notice for removal. Can you
Yes.
at least submit that to them to let
Yeah.
them know it's jurisdiction of federal now?
Because in there, they don't have it. You're not submitting it. Olivia's not submitting it. Therefore, we're going into trial or preliminary hearing with
nothing.
no evidence. Why?
It's not a preliminary hearing.
So
no,
why
but
am I
it's
there?
leading there.
So why am I there?
Potentially, yes.
So why am I
that's
there?
The only thing that I'm dealing
So
with.
why am I here?
I'm going to tell you.
Okay, tell me.
The only thing that you're here for is for me to represent you in an incompetency hearing.
Why?
Because Dr. Ashley made the finding.
She's a fucking lying
yeah.
bitch.
Okay, so how
that's
did-
okay.
yeah, so
Because
how-
look, okay, so explain this to me. Because I got a mental evaluation,
Right.
and I have it right here, and I'm gonna show you.
So this stuff goes on for a while. I'm going to play another minute of it to show you what I'm talking about, and then we'll get back to the original video.
Bashing me in court
frustration.
instead of
Human
you
emotions.
representing me legally.
Can
You're
you tell
not.
that I'm trying? You can
No,
tell
you're
that I'm
fucking
trying.
not, because I have the emails to prove it. You're not.
I call you. I come
You
out
did
and
not
find
submit
you.
my evidence.
Hold on. First of all, you lied saying we couldn't file habeas corpus. She needed to be sentenced,
I'm
right?
not a federal attorney, so I don't
No,
But
you
you said
said
that, though.
and it's
I don't think
recorded.
you can.
It's
It's
recorded.
recorded.
Please do.
It was
I don't know if you're
recorded.
recording me right now.
No,
No, I am.
yeah.
If you are not
You're
incarcerated,
listen. You
There
have
is
the
no
right to
federal
file a
habeas
habeas
corpus.
corpus
Yeah.
when you're out on OR,
Probation.
Probation?
Parole.
parole.
And what
but
else?
you're not.
I was locked up at once upon a time.
And she was.
You can file one anytime.
She was released
Federal
on
court
bail.
let me file this. So at the end of the day,
So that's a civil matter, right?
No,
No.
the whole thing
The
right
whole
now
thing.
is civil. You want to know why?
I'm
No,
a criminal attorney.
listen. The reason why
You're
it's
not
civil.
even my attorney,
Hold on,
so
Mom.
I don't even
The
know what
reason
you're talking
why-
about.
The reason.
Appointed by the court to
no, you're not.
So we go to court on the 8th, not just for my mom's court date, but my father's as well. We went there to proceed evidence into my dad's case. So first we went to my father's courtroom because they're already doing fraud, as everyone's gonna see. And just trust me and believe me, when I get through this live and everybody sees what's going on, that's it. So we went into my dad's courtroom, which was in courtroom 12, Paul Kawhi. That's the judge. I finally got to see my dad. It was a tough moment. His beard has grown a lot. He looks very skinny, like malpractice if he's not eating much.
We need rest. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised.
He looks sick, and his voice, it doesn't sound like him anymore. Like it sounds like if it's low and it's hard for him to speak.
I guess the dad called the FBI and told them that the kid that his son beat up had a gun at school. There's clearly more to this story. Of course, we're not going to get any of the details, but I suspect it was some misguided attempt to get his own kid out of trouble or something. I really don't know.
That's the same racist cop that got me and my sons. You're the one that smashed the door on my son's leg.
Keep it down.
It's okay.
It's a civil lawsuit.
It is a civil lawsuit.
Like I tell the district, like I tell the police officer, like I tell the guy, they start a war. This is a risk.
Yeah, you guys created this war. You guys are gonna get it.
This is war. Bring your car out. So this is war. That's why I'm going.
Her too. She did a legal arrest on my son and citation because she's working with the school. That's her. That's her right there. Her.
Hey, Matza, they say I tried to kill the
No,
police.
that's a lie.
You have no fucking power. You have no fucking right.
You say you're gonna kill me?
No one said that.
Edwidge conveniently forgot to include the next sentence out of his father's mouth. These people's lives are tail-spinning out of control, and as far as I can tell, it's nobody else's fault but their own. Maybe I'm wrong. The comments in these videos suggest that the cops and the schools corrupt, but it doesn't seem that way to me. You'll have to let me know what you think about it all in the comments.
And it kind of break me a little bit. And I'm there standing with his documentations that sets him free on the 8th because he's eligible, and everybody knows this. When you do an inmate search, you see that my father's eligible.
I can also see the bail amount is $370,000, indicating that there's a significant criminal history. And this Einstein's also going pro se, meaning that he's representing himself. I'd love to see how that goes.
Everybody.
Motherfucker, whatever
Yo,
fucking
call
cop
Austin
you are.
or like one of them.
Yeah, I'm coming, motherfucker. You have no fucking power. You have no fucking right.
You say you're gonna kill me?
No one said that. No one said that. I have it on recorded.
You touch my kid, I will fucking kill you.
Well, now he said it.
All right, you're gonna kill me? All right, sounds good.
Yes, motherfucker. I will fucking kill you.
So what is it that they're saying that he's a flight risk? And I have his paperwork of an APP 151 that granted us to.
What is that?
That's what protects us. They stolen that on the 18 and trying to frame us so they could get away with it so we can't file a lawsuit on them. So my father represents himself to the court because he's now representing himself. He's pro se, everybody.
Everyone knows if you represent yourself, you've got a fool for a client. Also, he cropped out the left part of that document and focused on the file stamp because it says misdemeanor infraction or limited civil case, not criminal felonies.
And the reason why we were there was to submit his evidence, and the court knew that. And the judge, Paul Kwai, says, oh, you cannot be representing for Edwidge Mondesir. He knows that we're not there to represent my father. He sees the evidence that I'm willing to submit into the courthouse. I was willing to give it to the bailiff. I tried giving it to the bailiff. The bailiff said no. Then my father explained that, hey, they're not representing me. They're sending evidence to help me go to trial, because that's what the hearing was about, for him to get to the next step, to pretrial or trial.
During all this chaos, they're evicted from their home. The cops show up with a court order, and these Einsteins have barricaded the door. They've probably known for months that this day was coming. There's all kind of video of the cops doing their jobs. I doubt any of them gain any satisfaction out of this. They claim they pay their rent, but that the government owns it, and that they own the government or something. Who knows? But this is some insane shit right here. I don't care how you slice it.
Here you can hear them drilling the keyhole and using a hammer to break the lock.
And they want him to go to court without no evidence so they could put him in jail.
Yeah, to pre-trial. They want to
take
him to pre-trial.
Yes. So they refused us. They literally huddled around us, pushing us back. Not pushing us, but like showing, like stepping in front of us.
Literally escorting us out.
Basically escorting us out. So we had to walk back. Because we tried submitting the evidence into the courthouse. They refused. And my father would have been released that day to get medical treatment. That's why I filed the emergency motion. So back to what we were saying. They kick us out.
If you take a second to read that motion, it's telling the judge that they moved the case to a federal court because of fraud, due process violation, and civil rights abuse.
Dum 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 dum.
We couldn't proceed with the hearing with my father when he told them that the jurisdiction is now federal. It's no longer state, and that he filed a habeas corpus. This is all in transcript.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
I'm going to skip a couple minutes where they get lost in the courthouse, and it's completely irrelevant.
See, the courtroom 26 was never recorded or on calendar. Never on calendar. And that courtroom session is straight for trial or preliminary. Basically, on the courtroom 26, my mom goes in there. They strip her rights away, making it seem like she agreed to come there, especially when they have a fraudulent report of Ashley Susan's and mental evaluation. But the fact that my mom filed hers on the 17th of March
And I got it done on the 3rd of March.
She got it done on the 3rd of March.
Here's my evidence they don't know anything about the legal system or are intentionally being deceitful. That's a stamp from her public defender's office. So what? It's as useless as the tits on a boar hog.
3rd of March, and they're trying to say that she got it done on the 4th when we have paperwork that speaks for itself.
These people are delusional. That cover page says she self-presented for a psychiatric evaluation and medication refill. Diagnosis, unspecified anxiety disorder. Chances of recovery are fair, and to follow up with any referrals. By the way, this is one of those walk-in clinics, not like not a psychiatrist or a psychologist.
I never seen her or met her, so.
Never seen her in her life. So, and my mom even declined her services. So back to what I was saying.
Here's what I think's going on. She was court ordered to get a mental evaluation. She didn't go. And a lot of times when these people are found incompetent, they just drop the case. But people don't like being called crazy and actively work against their own interest.
As that happened, we get that email, right? So we're sitting down. We're sitting down because we know what type of hearing that's going to proceed. It's an interest of justice, meaning the DA, her own public defender, the supposed lawyer that's representing her, will go against her. Ashley Susan will go against her because of the fraudulent report. The judge will. And it would be here's he said, she said thing.
Just one of those days. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit.
Because they're public officials. And then they will label her incompetent and throw her in jail, stealing her rights away, just as they did to Malcolm X's mother.
Yes.
That's what they did to Malcolm X's mother, because Malcolm X's mother was fighting for her Black Negro children. They put her in a mental hospital where she lost her mind. And anybody could research this. This is the same shit that they're doing, but it's no longer the 60s. We have technology now.
We have technology.
I'm not sure what Malcolm X's mom has to do with the cost of tea in China. This is more whataboutism parading around as evidence. Remember, it's okay he punched a dude in the face because he says with no evidence that that dude brought a gun to school.
We didn't go. We're sitting downstairs waiting, and we saw him. John Taylor was calling out Maritza, and he knows who we are. He knows how we look like. We stare at him, and we ignore him.
I turned away.
He walks away, goes back upstairs somewhere. Give him about 10 to 15 minutes. He comes back downstairs and he finally approaches us. And this is where he uses like force and threat to put my mom on a bench warrant so they could get her for arrest.
I'm not buying this story, but apparently they called her name to come into the court. They just ignored it, and the judge said, hey, if your client's not here, I'm just going to issue a bench warrant.
What you're doing is framing me.
Hey, did you forget?
Did you forget the law?
Did you forget?
Exactly. Open the fucking
Hold on. Did you forget a human violation is a federal offense?
Yeah, did you know that?
Therefore, it's federal jurisdiction, sir.
Stop doing fraud.
I'll never understand why these type of idiots want to go to federal court. I hear those judges are hard asses and don't put up with this type of nonsense.
Forcing her to go into a courtroom that is not even recorded. By law, it's not even recorded. Therefore, it's fraud. They will be stealing her rights away and creating their own narrative. Okay.
I know that, though.
So there's video, and I'm going to put it up here for you guys after I'm done with this live. All these cops huddled all around us, threatening if she doesn't go upstairs.
On, getting ready to rough me up.
Yeah, and the people will see this.
You will never be one of the people.
Aggressive as fuck.
They told her if she doesn't go up there, she'll be filed a bench warrant and she'll go to jail.
You're fired. Everyone, he's fucking fired.
So I'm not in. Is there any way we could just go talk outside?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna wait for this judge to come out, and I'm gonna speak to him.
That's okay, but he's probably gonna be another hour. Could we just go talk outside?
No,
for like 5
I'm
minutes?
gonna sit here patiently. Okay. Just fuck off, everyone.
Okay.
How about this? How about you guys communicate to federal?
Yeah.
Your case is on calendar upstairs.
No, it's not. By law, it says I was in courtroom 13
And
at
that's
8:30.
recorded, and it's on
You
calendar.
fucking lied to me and said it's on courtroom 14 at 1:30. Because you're frauding me, frauding the court, using court resources.
Okay.
Bitch, don't fucking play with me.
This
Because
is-
I know my fucking rights.
And the penal code you're
You
violating.
fucking frauding bitch.
Penal code 118.
He's a sitting duck out there.
which is making false
No,
declarations.
this fucking courthouse does so much
Making
fucking fraud.
false statements
When you're brown,
under
black,
oath.
and Asian, you got no fucking rights.
He knows what he's doing.
Because these white trash run their ball game here.
Everyone sees it.
Everyone, be aware. This courtroom is a devil's playground. You're gonna suffer here. Go to my YouTube. 27 Edwidge. EDWIGE.
They're,
You will see
they're
everything.
stopping her from attending a civil rights appointment tomorrow because of the discrimination
They wanna
and
lock me
bias
up up there,
we've been
and I
facing
let
for
you
2-3 years.
The law!
For 7 fucking months, I've been fighting this fucking court for fucking submitting my evidence. They refuse. Why? That's my rights.
They're slowly having my father die in jail with no medical treatment for 7-8 months. My father is always requesting for medical attention. They're not giving him the medical treatment he needs.
You have no say. No. I stand my ground. I'm gonna wait for that judge. No, I'm not.
They don't exit out this door, just so you know.
I don't give a fuck. I know my rights, man. At the end of the day, I stand my ground and I know my rights.
You can wait outside.
No one can violate your fucking human rights in this fucking courtroom.
Do you know her?
And what the fuck these people are doing
She's your mother?
is not
She's
right.
gonna get arrested.
It's
you
not.
don't want to arrest her
But what would the rest be about?
Yeah.
for creating a disturbance.
No, he's forcing me against my will.
What
No one
about
can
the
force
people
you,
that are
man.
doing fraud, sir?
That's the law.
You want to talk about that? We'll
So
go
he needs
outside,
to
but
back
she is
up
disturbing the
and figure
courthouse.
out what the fuck
She's
lies
gonna
he's gonna
get-
tell
listen to me.
upstairs. At the end of
What's
the
your
day,
first name?
he can file a 977 and he
Edward?
refuses.
Edwidge.
That's the law.
We don't want to arrest her. We don't. But she's going to get arrested if she keeps this up. So the best
I
thing
know
for
my
her to do is
rights.
to wait outside.
Here's the video of this dude and his mom being arrested after he beat the shit out of one of his classmates.
That kid brought a gun to school on Wednesday.
You're not the real heroes.
These are following us and harassing us.
Excuse me, sir.
They're
what-
saying that we have.
Excuse
they're-
me. What
they're-
about
my
the
son's
kid that
under
brought a gun
arrest.
to the school? What about the kid that brought a gun to the school?
I'm the real hero.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
Okay, so why are
I'm
you
right
guys
here
dealing
and
with
going
that
towards
instead of me?
Simi
But for
Valley.
what reason?
Step out of the
Can you
car.
tell me? Can you tell me what reason or what law
She's
that
turning
I'm
the car back
arrested?
on. Ma'am,
We have the right, sir. We have the right. You guys are harassing us.
you're making a really bad choice. You're making a bad choice.
I'm not making a bad choice. You guys are making a bad choice.
What's going on?
This guy, that kid had a gun in school.
Hey, yo,
That
watch
kid
it, bitch.
had a gun
What
in
the
school.
fuck?
That kid had a gun in
Yo,
school.
shut up.
Hey, calm the fuck down. Calm the fuck
No,
down.
that's disrespectful.
These motherfuckers.
Okay.
Hey, what the fuck? Hey,
Hey.
hey, hey.
Hey,
What the fuck? Hey.
Hey.
Hey, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck, bro?
Everyone grabbing, yeah?
Nigga, we're
Listen,
fucking.
man.
Yo,
How do I get you back?
Let me talk.
What are you turn it off?
Sir, wait. I'm not refusing. You are. I'm not.
Then stop.
Yes,
I'm
you are.
not.
Put your hand behind your
Look,
back.
they're roughing me up.
stop.
Yo.
I'm COVID. I'm buying medicine for my grandson.
Y'all got fucking.
Put your hand behind your back.
No.
Fucking
I'm not
randomly,
refusing.
But you're moving.
I'm
Stop
talking
moving.
to you guys because I want to show you guys.
You can't just rough them up like that. Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas? What's going on? Bro, they just dragged her out the car,
They just
Dad.
dragged her out the car.
Yes, it is.
How the fuck that happened, Edwin?
I don't know. We were on the freeway and these niggas just pulled us over.
Hey, real quick. Well, I'm gonna explain everything. What's his name?
You don't need to know his name. You don't need to know his name.
How old are you?
Don't
We
worry
don't
about
need
it.
to ask questions, sir. You don't need to ask questions, sir.
So there's still 45 minutes left in that video and hours on his channel. I'm going to tag out here and maybe make a part 2. And until then, I'll see you in the next one, Space Cowboy. And girls. Space Cow folk. Whatever.
I'm the real hero.